Hey everybody, it is SMARMYTANK. I wanted to make a video talking a little bit about the state of the game with Royale. Some of you may know me from streaming about 1,500 hours of Royale over the last 6 to 8 months. Really enjoy this game. It is a different game from any other Battle Royale that's out there. I've had a love-hate relationship with Hi-Res Studios, but I've never really stopped loving this game, never really stopped playing this game. But I did at some point stop streaming this game because it became apparent other sources of news and rumblings from some of the Realm partners let the community know that they were really going to kind of abandon this game. They weren't going to really be developing this game anymore. And then, you know, with the news on, I think it was December the 26th, there was kind of a letter to the community about, you know, where things were going and what was going to happen. At that point in time, they let us know that there was going to be some limited time modes, there was going to be some skins, and then there was going to be an update in, you know, in the coming months. So a little bit of excitement, you know, came back into play, and the community kind of spiked a little bit. You can see the viewership and the people playing the game went up. You know, I'm going to talk about a couple of different streamers, you know, that never stopped playing this game, that kept, you know, towing the line, even though it appeared as though we might have a game that at any moment could just disappear. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy some of my insights. These are all my own opinions. I'm not going to get too deep into statistics and things like that. That's not what this is for. Really just wanted to kind of let you guys know about what's happening with the game, what some of my ideas are and hopes are for the game, and really hope to you know, get back involved with Realm Royale in the community, because it's one of the best communities on Twitch and really one of the best communities in gaming. As you guys can see here on the chart, this is looking at Realm Royale from really 2018 up until presently. You can see that in, you know, roughly June of 2019 there was an average viewer count of about 828 people, which came all the way down to 235 in December, just before they announced the update. So obviously what that tells us is that when we get content, when we get an update, you know, people will become interested in the game again. You know, looking at the announcement in December, there was 235 average, and then just a week later it was 261. But on the day they released it, which was I think February the 5th or 6th, it spiked almost double, all the way up to 446 average viewers for February. It was a 70% gain over January, which was an 11% gain over December. Prior to that, it had dropped every single month from August up until, even with an update in October, until this recent update in February. Now, something happened in late August of 2019. Super popular Realm Royale player, streamer, competitor, Idiot Mouse basically announced that he was retiring from Realm Royale. And based on the stats we can see, that's exactly what happened. Now, for most people, once Idiot Mouse kind of left the scene, I think there was, you know, you had your couple of big name streamers, guys like Thor, guys like Baggins, who we're going to talk about in a little while. Those guys obviously continued to grind Realm Royale, but I think the name that kind of emerged, at least for me and the community that I was hanging out in, was a guy named AtOwn. This guy was like, you know, I'm going down with the ship. I'm going to completely just do nothing but play Realm Royale. I'm going to grind this thing. I'm going to blow this channel up. And this guy just went after it, literally hammer and tong, up until, you know, around the middle of December. Actually, just about a week before Realm Royale announced that they were going to have another update, he simply stopped playing this game. And I wasn't there. I just heard from some people in the community that he had kind of said, hey, that's it, I'm done. I'm not going to be playing Realm Royale anymore. And he started to play other titles as well. Since then, with the update, I've noticed that he has been back grinding Realm Royale. And it looks like he might be, as long as they're going to develop the game. And again, I haven't talked to him or heard anything that he's had to say about it publicly. But he loves this game. And there's a good chance that if they're going to continue to update the game and continue to somewhat listen to the community as far as the little that they're doing to develop the game, It would appear as though he might be back playing Realm Royale on a pretty regular basis and, you know, doing what he does. So it should really be interesting to see moving forward some of the players that have played the game, poured their hearts and souls into the game, that left the game and have come back to the game, you know, where it goes from here. We're going to keep an eye on that. So with that said, let's talk about the diehards. This next guy, ATown UGA23, this guy has done nothing but pretty much play Realm Royale for the last year plus of his life. He's just a really nice guy, just a really sweetheart of a person. He's actually done a lot for the community. He runs a duo dog tournament once a week where he gives an opportunity for people to come in and play with him, try and earn a certain amount of points in order to win the title, so to speak, that week. As you can see here, just looking at some of ATown stats, you know, this guy pretty much plays nothing but Realm Royale. He never stopped playing Realm Royale, no matter what the news was, no matter what people said, no matter what the rumors were. He has just continued to grind the game week in and week out, having a great time, inviting other streamers to come on, laughing, and just all around just enjoying this game as though, you know, we're going to continue to grow. But ATown's definitely one of the diehards. That leads me to what I believe to be the grinder of all grinders of Realm Royale, ArrowCloud. In the community, he's basically played nothing but this game. He's never stopped playing this game. If you pop into his stream at any given point in time and ask him about, hey, are you going to do anything else? What's going on with Realm Royale? He basically just keeps saying, I'm just going to keep playing this game. I love this game. I'm going to grind this game. And that's exactly what he's done. According to the website Twitch Metrics, he's actually currently the most popular streamer playing Realm Royale at this very moment. Why is that? It's not based on any particular stats. It doesn't have to do with how many people are watching him or how many hours he streams it. Again, they take into consideration a couple of different things, and right now he's currently your #1 most popular streamer playing Realm Royale, and it couldn't be better suited for one of the nicest guys in this community. I mean, people come into streamers' channels all the time and ask if they can play with streamers, and generally the streamer's a little reticent, a little hesitant. Not ArrowCloud. The guy's like, yeah, come on in. If we've got room, you can play. I've played with him, for God's sakes, and I don't even know if anybody likes me, but the guys let me play with him as well. I mean, if you play the game and you play squads at any given time while he's streaming, while he's live, and he's on this game, undoubtedly you've been massacred by him once or twice in that day of streaming. But ArrowCloud right now is, in my opinion, the guy leading the charge.
Until Arbalest is fixed, people should just play Arbalest.
It could not have been done by someone more deserving and more,
it's your choice if you don't,
capable of doing it for this community. But ArrowCloud right now is the grinder of all grinders.
No, Trapper, I could see Trapper.
I love the guy.
Trapper.
Now let's talk about the Twitch partners, and undoubtedly a couple of the more popular guys that play Realm Royale. Thor. I looked over, what's going on with Thor, and basically he dabbled in a game called Cuisine Royale, which has gotten a little bit of steam lately in October, but by the beginning of December he started playing nothing but Cuisine Royale. Realm Royale ceased to exist in his stream through most of December, and really even after there was an announcement made, he kept playing that game. And of course, just kind of like some of the other streamers we've talked about today, once they made the announcement of the update, he's been back playing Realm Royale. You cannot talk about Realm Royale without including the king of Realm Royale, Twitch partner Baggins TV. I mean, Baggins has been grinding this game probably longer than anyone else, at least of the people that I'm aware of. He's played it on an almost daily basis for almost 2 years. He's never really stopped playing the game. He's never really stopped promoting the game. He's never really stopped being a huge advocate for Realm Royale. For those in the community that watch a little bit of his channel as well as Thor's channel, those guys do a great job of trying to give us some insights without, telling us things that they're obviously not allowed to tell us, but they usually give us enough to give us some hope to keep wanting to come back and become hopeful that the game has got some longevity. And, you know, definitely Baggins is the guy, man. Whether it's making a ton of videos, how-tos, challenges, this guy is the epitome of what a company like Hi-Rez and what Realm Royale would want to have promoting and representing them. He does such an unbelievable job. You know, it's too bad that I don't think that they address it, you know, and don't realize that there's a ton of other people out there that would love to do exactly what he's doing and promoting their game and growing it and making it huge. But for now, man, he is kind of the king of Realm Royale, in my opinion. So where does that leave us now? Pretty simple. We are now at OB23, Deviled Eggs update notes. Some of the things that became interesting when these notes came out were these limited time events that we had heard about in December, that we had heard about even back in October, November. Basically, it's a rotating event that mixes and matches various rules to create entirely new ways to play the game. The first one that I recall seeing was it was Fungal Jungle only, and it was snipers only. I was watching Thor play with just his knife, and he was just dominating. It was actually really funny. The Forge upgrading is now got tabs. The players can switch between a class ability, a neutral ability, and an upgrade tab. I personally love the upgrade tab. I think it's the coolest thing they've come up with as far as that stuff's concerned. Everybody in the game can upgrade one item per forge. Common and rare items upgrade to an epic. The epic items upgrade to a legendary. The shard cap was increased from 200 to 300, which for some of us that kill a lot of people, not me, that's a big deal. There's two new abilities. There's the fortification ability and the grounding shock ability. The fortification ability basically is a shield that blocks incoming damage. The player can't fire or use any other abilities while the fortification is active, but it's pretty much stops any attack that's on you for those 5 seconds. The grounding shock's pretty cool. It knocks enemies into the air and then pulls them back down to the ground with like a ground shock. It's kind of similar to the conch bomb, and it's pretty cool. You can do your Glock shots, trademark. Not my trademark, his trademark. With this grounding shock, it's kind of fun. There's daily deals and quest changes. The players receive crowns now every day for the login bonus, as well as finishing daily quests. Stuff that's new to the store was the Fallen Assassin, the Corrupted Crimson Mount, and Little Devil Chicken Skin. Map updates. This area of the map is an area that's usually, you know, highly contentious and super sweaty outpost. It looks like what they basically did was move the forge kind of back deeper in from where it was towards those hills, and then they put a 2-building structure with a bridge across the top of it. And that's basically the new area update of outpost. I think what it's done, and I've talked to some other players about it, is it's allowed you to not just be forging there and have someone come up over that hill from Lumberfall and just crush you while you're trying to get yourself situated. They have to kind of move in a little bit closer now, and there's a little bit better cover to actually fight and defend yourself at the forge. As far as the rest of the OB23 update, the chicken skin's pretty cool. The assassin skin is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time. You guys can definitely go to the Realm Royale homepage, click on OB23, and get all of this information that you can see on the screen right now. It talks about all the guns, most of which have been nerfed a little bit, a couple of which have actually been buffed. All in all, I would say it feels great to be back playing Realm Royale. It feels great to be back creating content for Realm Royale. The community is unbelievable. You know, there isn't really a better community that I've ever run into anywhere on the planet than in the Realm Royale community. I want to send a special thanks to ATown and to ArrowCloud for letting me use the clips from their streams. Other than that, I hope that you guys will continue to play this game. I hope you guys will continue to make your way back to this game. I really feel like it is the best battle royale ever created. It's the most fun. It's definitely the most fun to play with people in squads. And if you guys want to watch any more videos in regards to making plays or cool clips, Please feel free to check out my other videos. Subscribe to my YouTube if you want to get more information like this. I would really appreciate it, since this is the first time I've ever done one of these videos. If you guys could leave some comments on what you feel like I could have done better, something I may have left out, something you wish I would have, talked more about. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I'll see you out there on the battlefield.